All right. Hello. I probably get in the habit of introducing myself. My name is Bill Patton. I'm the executive director of USA Tennis Coach, and thanks for tuning in. USA Tennis Coach was founded in December of 2015, and we've got a few members, and it's a lot of fun. So our mission is to basically train and promote team tennis outlets, mainly high school tennis and its coaches, and then also some lower level college coaches that might not be addressed directly by the ITA. So welcome in team coaches. We're here to help you develop your teams, and we're having a lot of fun. And we basically do this one coach at a time. So that's you right there. You are the coach that we're talking to. And we love the interaction. So if you throw a comment in there or a question, we'll try to get to that, and really appreciate it. So I've been coaching for almost 30 years now, 29 years, and certified by the USPTA Elite and PTR, also MTM, which some people find that to be a little controversial, but okay. Oh, you're Portuguese. Okay, welcome from Portugal there. My Portuguese is not very good. I sometimes use a little translator thingy, to help out with that when I talk to people in Portuguese. All right, so here's the funny thing. All right, so we got the blog coming out in less than an hour, 11:30 Pacific Standard Time. I'm on the West Coast of the United States, in case you couldn't tell. All right, so here's our quote from Steve Jobs. All right, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that all the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down and has made all the difference in my life. All right, I try to accentuate the positive with people. I mean, Steve Jobs had his positives and his negatives, and that's fine. I mean, not everybody universally loves everyone. I think we know that. But it is an interesting thing. And I see many times kind of the hidden hand. I look back on my life and I go, wow, God did some interesting things with me there that I wasn't, at the time, I didn't think that was a great thing, but now I see that it was. Or there was a little tiny thing that happened, and like a mustard seed, the analogy of the mustard seed. It's the tiniest seed, but it has the greatest ratio of the size of the seed to the plant that it creates. So, so this is where we are. I mean, we're USA Tennis Coach is still in the kind of the mustard seed phase, right? Where are we? How did we get here? And when this blog was written, it was really a pivotal time. We have a lot of tremendous opportunities happening right now because so many different changes are happening in our world, in our country, with people. The net generation is here. So we're taking advantage of this by engaging you in this way, right? Because live video is the way to go right now. I mean, 18 months ago, they said you should post something that has a picture, maybe longer. And then, a year ago or less, it was like, you got to have a video. And now I just saw an interesting thing that more people now will tune in for a live video than they will read a blog even. So, but we still write the blog. And here, let's do this. I want to go and show you what's happening with the blog. And so we'll do this on right here. So we're going to go to our stats on the blog really quick. So this is what's happened since we've started here. I know you want to look too. So here we'll go like that. So this is what's happened since we started doing the vlog marathon, right? Those are the weeks. So you see how our readership is up overall. And then hold on a second. This is kind of fun. I actually kind of like doing this. All right. So right there, that's that. So September is just a little poke right there. So, but it's coming up, and so blog readership is up, and I think partly that's because people like watching the live video, and then they go read it, and they've got a little more context. So, how did we? USA Tennis Coach recently had its first ever certified coach, and that's John Betts of Illinois. And our second one is John Leah Parker from South Carolina. And, you know, we're looking to develop more certified coaches who take our 186 question multiple choice test, which about 70% of the answers are pretty easy. I mean, all you really have to have done is read the book and understood it, and you would you'd get that. Hello, Rodo. I hope I'm saying your name right there. Fernando, thanks for tuning in. Now we don't have a goal of, you know, getting 10,000 members. What we do have a goal of is serving you really well. And as you can see, you know, we're giving out a lot of free stuff. You know, we're coming out and I'm doing live video every day for a while. When the blog marathon is over, these videos will stop. But you can encourage us to keep coming with it. So join, and that encourages us a lot. You know, my current state right now is that I'm going to be looking for a salaried position, but I'm going to hold out hope that maybe out there are people who will, you know, plunk down a couple of bucks and support this endeavor, and then I'll keep going. But you know, I'm giving you a couple of weeks notice on that this is going to end, and we might go back to like once a week. All right. So how do we get this way? It's by developing a relationship and developing trust. So if you've been watching these, you know, you like them and you trust us. Okay. If you can do a like, that'd be nice, or sharing is really good too. But here's a quote from Ernest Hemingway. The best way to find out if you can trust someone is to trust them. So part of what it's going to take for us to build a stronger tennis community is for people to come together and put away mistrust from the past and begin to trust more one another, and to branch out and meet new people and come with an initial spirit of trusting and being ready to collaborate. Because as you know, we've talked about before, Sterling, you know, and I've been talking a lot about the difference between cooperation and collaboration. And, you know, cooperation is just simply when people have common goals and they can come together and work together for a short period of time to achieve a common goal. But to really, truly collaborate, it requires trust. And it's not trust that no one's ever going to be critical. It's just trust that everyone's going to honor the process and be have high integrity and all that. I mean, I think lately we've been getting confused in our society about what is a danger to trust and what isn't. You know, I think people have this notion that they only trust people who say what they want to hear, or who say it in a very pleasant way, or what have you. So, you know, I think we need to kind of push past a lot of the personal stuff and come forward with, you know, trusting people's motives, that they want to be a part of something bigger than them. And we have to also value the naysayers, the people who are going to be the devil's advocate. Hey, this is a great idea, but we have to consider what are the consequences of this action. All right. So now the roots of the dots beginning to connect go back to a backyard barbecue in Fremont, California in 2013. That's when Sterling and I met. Sterling had come out to meet Ken DeHart and spend some time with him, and then he was brought over to a barbecue that I was also invited to. We struck up a friendship. Sterling thought, wow, this is great. We're gonna end up doing something together. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't feeling the inspiration on that one. But now look where we are. So, and then look, I'm doing this under the name USA Tennis Coach, and Sterling's like somewhere else. So Sterling is around. He's in the background. He's doing some stuff. You'll be seeing him more and more, but he had to get his book done, and he's been working pretty hard this summer. And then once, you know, probably early next week, he and I are going to reconnect. But anyway, so Deepak, talk about daily routines which will improve tennis. Okay, I will do that, but I don't think it's going to happen right now in this time. So tune in. We did something earlier about planning, doing a daily plan. So go look through the blog, USATennisCoach.wordpress.com, and start with developing your coaching philosophy and go through to developing daily plans, because you want the rock solid bedrock of a coaching philosophy followed by your goals and objectives. Then you plan your time. Then you come up with your daily routine. So, you know, you can have a daily routine, but if it's not connected to who you are as a coach, then it's not really built on anything. It'll fall apart. All right. So USA Tennis Coach is really about the 99%, because yes, I wish, yeah, the Tennis Association Mexico, thank you. Común Eliminator. All right. I don't know. I hope I'm saying that right. Anyway, so let's bring everybody together. And really it's about the 99% of players, because, you know, 1% are going to play Division I college tennis, and a much smaller percentage of that will ever think about being pro. But player development is a lot about developing the 99% of players that will never play Division I college tennis. And many of them can play at the Division II or III level, and that's a really healthy thing. I mean, let's get American kids filling up those teams. All right. Then, you know, another important thing there is that those are the future 4, 5, and 5-0 players of clubs. And then when we develop that base, I mean, ultimately, if a kid comes through high school tennis and they have a good coach, then they're going to come out as a 3-5, 4-0, or maybe higher. You know, some schools are going to have kids that are 4-5, 5-0. You know, I've seen a lot of kids that are a handful that are good 6-0 level players in playing high school tennis, you know, in the stronger areas. So, but it's those kids who are going to become the 4-5s, 5-0s, and all that. Those are the ones that are really good. In fact, just over the weekend, I saw this young guy, Evan, who played for me at one of the high schools I was coaching at. And he wasn't even our #1 player, but he's a really strong 5-0 level player, and people would desire for him to be on their team. So this is huge. This is a big part of the entire growth of tennis. So support USA Tennis Coach, support this mission. We're coming together for one goal, which is to build up high school tennis. You know, and some people out there actually, you know, the naysayers, the downers who you know, they're not even, they all they do is bring negativity to it. And they tell people that high school tennis isn't worth it, that, you know, it's a waste of time, and more than likely, there's a very small percentage of kids out there who high school tennis would be completely a waste of time. But when you consider that, think about this. I mean, you're taking away a legacy from a kid, because how many NFL, NBA, and other athletes played for their high school and became legends in school history, and they're in the Hall of Fame of the school, and they were the most valuable player on the team and all of that. So, you know, if you are encouraging a kid not to play for their school, then you are taking, you have to consider that legacy lost to their school. They'll be forever known as the kid that didn't play for the school. So that's an important thing. All right, so the next generation of tennis players are coming from the small colleges, and they're coming from, you know, high school tennis, and we really need to build that up as a positive place for them to develop. All right, so thanks for tuning in, and just a quick plug, Bones Original, this shirt right here called the Universe shirt is going to be 50% off until tomorrow night, okay? Right, full retail on this is $69.97, so it's going to be right around 35 bucks for until tomorrow. Okay, so go to bonesoriginalusa.com. Keep in mind that I wrote a book called The Art of Coaching High School Tennis, which is getting rave reviews. People read it and they say it's helped them really become much more successful as a coach. I'm hearing that feedback from coaches who've been coaching 20 years or more, and they liked it because it gave them some fresh ideas to kind of switch things up and get out of the rut. I gotten some great feedback from brand new coaches who said it more or less saved their life. Okay, I work with children, red balls, talk about these goals at this stage, please. All right, so M. Salvo Jr., hello there. Go to the blog and look up and go to USATennisCoach WordPress.com, and then look up where it says good tools. All right. So we have a blog on that called Good Tools. We don't really get too much into the specifics of how to work with the red balls. I think what you can do there, you can go on YouTube and put in, you know, red ball exercises, and I'm pretty sure you're going to get some good stuff. I mean, downs, ups, flip flops, you know, all that fun stuff, and then see if you can get the kids rallying. That's the best. If the kids can rally, then you're a winner. All right, and so are they. So thank you again. It's Bill Patton signing out. Join USA Tennis Coach. Think about donating. If you want to donate, send me a message. I'll give you a link. Really like to do that. Okay.